Hello YouTubers, Manny here from Manny's How To Workshop with another video today where I'm going to show you how to install a factory cruise control system on your 2013 Kia Rio EX, which is the same one as mine. That's the model that I have, and from the factory it didn't come with cruise control, but what I found out is that it's preset in the computer system to recognize the cruise control system. So if you go ahead and get either one done at the dealer or you buy the kit yourself, which in this case you can, and like I mentioned in my previous video where I showed you how to remove the airbag and steering wheel, I was talking about how you can purchase this kit, which comes straight from Korea, South Korea that is, for somewhere anywhere between like $125 to $175, and I got mine on eBay. Now, some people have opinions about eBay, but so far so good. Knock on some wood. But this is the kit right here. It comes in this box and in these two little boxes right here. In this box came the new lower control, two switches, additional switches here. Comes with the new harness to incorporate all of that. Comes with the new right side control and the new left side control right here. And just to show you what the difference are between the two, you can see that in the original, where the one that it came with my car, it only has the this is for your trip, where you can set it. It's got the reset and trip, and then these are your functions, your toggle. That's the toggle switch. But in the new one, you can see that it's an additional voice activated, I guess that's for the phone system. Yeah, so if you have the Bluetooth in the car, you can use that. And it has the on off for the cruise control, the cancel, the set and reset. Okay. Excuse me. Freaking mosquitoes are bugging the crap out of me over here. And then the left side, this is the radio control. You have your volume up and down, your mode, and your mute. Okay, and then the new switch actually comes with the same switch, the volume up and down, the mode, and the mute, with the addition of this up and down cursor, which I'm wondering if this extra button right here is actually taken over for this switch on the right side over here. Okay, and over here they took the what do you call it, the trip meter buttons and moved it down here, which you can see on my original it's blank. There's nothing here, it's just a cover. Okay, but on the new one it actually has the trip, the reset, and then the phone, the Bluetooth. All right, so a couple of guys have done this installation a couple of different ways. They've done it without removing the steering wheel, and they've done it with removing the steering wheel. Removing the steering wheel makes it much easier. Here's the reason why. You can flip it over like this, and it allows you to take off this back cover, which has 6 Phillips head screws, okay, so that you can get to this harness, because it's going to be easier to install this harness while it's like this, rather than the steering wheel being on the car and then you're trying to work back there. You can't really see, you know what I'm saying, like you can't get your head around there. But by taking it off like this, it's going to make it easier. Okay, so we're going to get started here. I'm going to take this cover off, and then I'll show you how to take the what do you call it, the harness off. All right, guys, I went ahead and took off the cover. Here's the cover right here, and here's the 2 screws, by the way, that hold the airbag in. You can see them right there. So they don't necessarily come out. If you try to, well, they come out towards the inside, but if you try to go towards the outside, right there is where it stops. Okay, so you can lose them inside if you're trying to do this while the steering wheel is still mounted on the car. But as you can see, here's the harness right there, and it just goes over the top like this, comes down, connects there. Now the new harness, as you can see, has an additional connector right there, additional connector right there. The same 2 up top for the airbag system with the ground right there. Now also something that I'm going to point out. This side, you see how the connectors are black? This side is white. If you look over here, the connector is black and the right side is white. So you can't really make a mistake trying to hook it up, backwards or something. because even though you can line this up in the middle, but if you flip it over like this, for example, and you try to put these white connectors on the back of these, they won't go because they made them specifically that way, so you can't put it in backwards. Okay, so basically you got to do the same thing. You got to pinch right there and to get the white connector off, and you got to pinch right there to get this black connector off. And you can see how the harness sits right in between these two nipples here, and it would sit right there in those two nipples there. Okay, and then to get the switches off, part of the two screws that came off that held the back of the cover right there also held the switch, which is going to come out on the other side. So the bottom screw is also a Phillips right here, and here's the 6 little Phillips screws that I took from the back of the cover. So, and this is the reason why you can see that it's so much easier to do it while the steering wheel is off the vehicle. Alright, so I went ahead and, like I said, routed the new harness like the other one was, and I also installed the new switches on the left side, on the right side, and the bottom piece. I actually pre-assembled these two onto here. There's one screw that goes like right in the corner in the back, and I'll show you that here in a second. And then just put the whole thing in there, snapped it in, lined it up. This is the ground connection for up here, for the I believe that's for the airbag system, and probably for the rest of these as well. Okay, so let me flip this over and I'll show you. So this is what I was talking about, the white connectors on the left side. Well, left side if you're looking down at this, but it'd be right side if you were looking the other way, obviously. And like I said, I routed it to between the two nipples, up top, down, and that one underneath this little support here, because this is going to be part of the where this back cover is going to attach to, and you don't want, you know, that pinching on this. So underneath, this way the back cover can just lay flat on top. Same thing, and that goes right there like that, you know, because when the screw comes down, and you see how this lines up, the holes line up right there. So you just got to make sure you're doing it carefully. And this is one of the screws right there that I pre-assembled this together. There's one here, and then there's one right on this side of it, up right there. Okay, right in there. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the back cover on, secure it down, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, guys, I put the cover back on. As you can see, all the screws are in place, and it's sitting like it needs to. Let me go ahead and flip it over so I can show you guys. And here are the new control switches. Right side for the cruise control, down below for the trip meter, and of course the Bluetooth phone, and then the left side for the radio control. Okay, and you can see my harness is the one for the airbag is sitting right through here in the middle like it needs to. So now I'm just going to have to go back and put this back on there and reinstall the airbag. Alright guys, I've put the steering wheel back on the car. I made sure to line it up with 12 o'clock position. As you can see, the steering wheel is dead center of the main speedometer right there, and right there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's turning the shaft. So right now it's sitting right on the splines, and I'm going to take the my impact screwdriver and then just kiss the nut a little bit, suck it in, and then I'll come back and torque it. Alright, and this was on #1 setting also on my impact. Okay, and I'm going to check for clearance right there on the side. Right here is what I'm talking about, this gap, and it looks like it's right where it needs to be, right there. So the only thing I have to do now is torque that nut, Yep, because you can see as I'm turning the steering wheel, you see the tire wiggling back and forth. Yeah. All right, let me go get my torque wrench. Oh, here comes the rain again. I'm trying to get this done before the rain came so I can take it for a rip, and then we can see if everything works like it's supposed to. Let me go ahead and set this up. All right, guys, I went ahead and torqued this nut to 30 foot-pounds, even though it's supposed to be 28.9 to 32.5. I split the difference, 30. Okay, it's good to go. And the only thing left I had to do was connect that connector in there. I did that already. And also connect the airbag. And these you can't mix them up because this one is yellow, it's color coded yellow, and then blue. You can see right there. So you just put those in like that. And then once they're in, hold on, there we go. And once it's in like that, then all you have to do is push in these little orange tabs, and that locks them in place. And then bring this down, and the two screws are where they need to be. There's one there, and then there's the other one there. They're right in the position. And then all you do is put this back like this, okay, and then come in from the side with this right here, and I'm gonna switch it. Okay, set the tightening, and then just hold that in place like that, and then come in with, and then hopefully, if it catches, you'll feel it. It'll feel, you can feel the tension. And oh, let's see. Okay, I think that one did it. And this one, hold on. So I just have to push down on it a little bit, and then come in with the screwdriver, 30. And you can see that it's ratcheting because it's grabbing. Man, these mosquitoes are ridiculous. And once it grabs, now this here, this, because that's also where my horn is. Let's see. Okay, that's not going any deeper. And let's see, to test it. Okay, I'm pulling on it, but it doesn't want to come. So if it goes down, that's for the horn, up or down. So it's in there, it's holding in place. And now, like I said, this is my 1/2-inch torque wrench that I used. Okay, and I'm going to show you some of the other tools that I used. I used this 3/8 drive when I was doing using this this puller right here instead of this kind right here. Also used this little guy right here while I was working on the steering wheel. My little magnet, needle nose pick. Okay, and the different sockets, of course. And now all I have to do is put the fuses back and turn it on and see and check to see if the cruise control light comes on. All right, guys, here comes the moment of truth. Everything is back together. As you can see, all the new switches are in place. I'm going to turn it to the on position, and when the car instrument cycles, I should see a light right between, right below the F for cruise, and then we'll go for a little rip and then see if it'll hold the speed. All right, so here we go. Turn it on. Okay, let's see. So actually, I think I'm gonna have to turn it on here first, the switch, in order to get that indicator there. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Well, it didn't come on. On and off. Wait. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, all the fuses are in. Well, let's start the car because it's getting hot. And we'll start driving, because I know in some cars you have to be at least at minimum of 25 miles per hour before it would allow you the cruise control system to come on. Yeah, let's put some AC on because this is ridiculous. So humid here, and it just started raining again. I don't know if you guys can see that on the window right there. Yep. It rained earlier today. I mean, it downpoured here in the Brandon area. And right now it's just starting again. So let's take it for a drive and see if this will come on after I'm already past 25 miles an hour. All right, and I'll catch you guys when that's happened. All right, guys, I'm taking it on the back road, and as you can see, I'm doing 40, and I tried pushing on the on button over here on the right, and it didn't come on. So you can see I pushed it, but no indicator where the fuel gauge is came on. So now I'm thinking that obviously you can't believe everything you hear on the internet, because there's modules I believe that you need to have also in order for this function to work. The computer may work with it once you put the correct modules in there, because I went out again and looked for cruise control fuses just in case, to see if there was, you know, some spaces that didn't have any. I would put, you know, some fuses in there just to make sure. Because not only that, these controls up here, my radio volume control doesn't work, the mode doesn't work, and the mute doesn't work, and everything's connected. So now I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this and find out exactly if this model that I have even came with the modules that you would need that are in place. You know, that would, all you would need to do is upgrade the steering wheel, and then obviously, you know, that would give you the option to have cruise control. But now I'm gonna have to go further and find out, and once I do find out, I'll bring you guys along to let you know what happened towards the end. Because like I said, pushing the button doesn't turn anything on, and you need to turn this on first here before you can actually set it there. And the rule about the 25 miles an hour, I believe that it's a safety thing where it doesn't allow you to set it unless you already going 25. So yeah, I thought for sure, man, I had high hopes that, you know, doing this upgrade here was gonna actually work for me. That's 128 bucks with shipping, I think it was. Not necessarily down the drain, because like I said, I'm gonna look deeper into it and see if my model car actually has the modules that I need, because I did find fuses in the fuse boxes that, you know, kept talking about module 1, module 2, and I need to look in my owner's manual to see exactly what those modules stand for and what do they do, you know, what do they run. All right, but as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Leave me a comment and a like, and also don't forget to hit the bell notification button so that you can get notified when I upload new videos. All right, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.